Most people believe owls feel nothing. Cold eyes, silent wings, creatures of the night that watch, but never connect. But that belief shatters the moment you meet Gigi. When she arrived at the Wild at Heart Rescue in Mississippi, she didn't look like a symbol of wisdom or mystery. She looked like a survivor who shouldn't have survived. Severe head trauma, disorientation, fear so deep it silenced her instinct. The rescuers believed she had been struck by a car. In situations like this, owls rarely make it. Their bodies are fragile. Their stress response is brutal. Most never recover. And yet Gigi did. But recovery didn't come easily. Days turned into weeks. Weeks into uncertainty. The rescue staff worked tirelessly, knowing every hour mattered. Even the founder of the center admitted they had never seen a case this critical. Gigi's survival alone felt like a miracle. Still, there was one reason she lived. One man. His name was Doug Pajecki. Among wildlife rescuers, he's known as the bird whisperer. Not because he talks to birds, but because they listen. Doug had rescued countless birds before. Hawks, owls, eagles, creatures that never allow humans close. But Gigi was different. From the moment he carried her from the roadside, something changed. She was terrified of everything, except him. Owls are solitary by nature. They don't bond. They don't trust. They don't seek comfort. Yet with Doug, Gigi allowed care, allowed touch, allowed life. Weeks later, after surgery, treatment, and constant observation, Gigi recovered completely. Physically, she was ready. Her wings were strong again, her eyes sharp. But something else remained. Memory. After a long absence, Doug returned to the rescue. No announcement, no expectation, and the moment Gigi heard his voice, everything changed. She reacted before anyone else could, before logic, before instinct. She remembered. And what happened next left every person in that room completely silent. The moment Doug stepped closer, Gigi didn't hesitate. She lifted herself, wings trembling not in fear, but in recognition. Then she did something no one in that room had ever seen before. She leaned forward, gently, carefully, and rested her head against his. Gasps filled the space. Some people cried openly. Others froze, unsure if they were witnessing instinct or gratitude. Gigi pressed herself into his chest, wrapping her wings around him in what could only be described as an embrace. A wild owl, one of the most solitary creatures on earth, was choosing comfort. She danced in small, awkward steps, then settled, calm, safe, home. Doug held her quietly, understanding something words couldn't explain. This wasn't training. This wasn't conditioning. This was trust. Soon, it would be time to release her back into the wild where she belonged. Owls are not meant for cages, no matter how kind. And Doug knew that loving her meant letting her go. When Gigi finally spread her wings and returned to the sky, she didn't look back. She didn't need to. Some bonds aren't meant to last forever. They're meant to save a life and leave a mark that never fades. And that day, everyone learned something unforgettable. Even the quietest hearts remember who saved them.